What it do, Niner fam? Now, we all know who these cats is, man. We all know who these cats is. If not, we can enlighten some of y'all, man. This was the Hall of Famer, just became Hall of Famer. Patrick Willis deserved it, man. You guys know Navarre Bowman is coach, a linebackers coach for the Chargers. We're down there with Harbaugh. I think that's why when we played Harbaugh in preseason, everybody was down there taking pictures and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because Harbaugh, you feel me? But now, Patrick Willis, beast. If you were saying Ray Lewis, you saying Patrick Willis. It is what it is. If you saying Ray Lewis, you were saying Patrick Willis. That man was a beast, man. He was knocking your block off. You wasn't coming around that middle. It just wasn't happening. Now, you know that guy's over there. He about to be a Hall of Famer. Frank the Tank Gore. Frank was a beast. And you know who really brought it out of him nicely? Harbaugh. When we had Singletary, it was just him as a regular back. I think Singletary was trying to run the Niners like the 85 Bears. He was trying to run him into the dirt. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You can't do that. You just run him into the dirt, just him. Harbaugh came and he got a whole bunch of running backs. He got a whole bunch of running backs. And the thing is, we used to run all our running backs. We'll wear the other defenses out. And when they woe out, we'll throw in Frank Gore. And Frank Gore and tear their ass up, you feel me? So, yeah, it was nice. Now, the ball hawk. Deshaun Golden. Hey, he was a fool. Him and Deshaun Hittner in that backfield. Come on, man. Come on. That's when it was just transitioning where you couldn't really hit people no more. They were still hitting people, but it had to be something real blatant for him to get that bad fine. But he was tearing fools' heads off a couple of times. You're not gonna just be them wide receivers. I'm gonna catch something and no. He's coming full speed to knock your block off. It is what it is. Him and Deshaun Whitner. You remember, you see that one where Deshaun Whitner, when he's playing the Saints, and the Saints was talking buku mess about they finna come to Candlestick and we're gonna do this and blah, blah, blah. They got broke off, and that's with Drew Brees. They got broke off. So all three hitters. I don't think Goldstein gonna be no Hall of Famer though, but he was a good player though. He was a good player. He was a good player. That's why I respected him. I remember when he left at the end, and it was like, when he left, it was like, I don't think he was still playing the same way. By that time, the league had transitioned where, especially with the Niners, you couldn't touch no wide receiver. You couldn't touch him they couldn't hit him like that. So his game, he was one of the original people that was hitting these wide receivers. They stopped doing that. You can't do that no more. That's why you got to have a linebacker like a Fred Warner. You couldn't have a Patrick Willis right now. No, you could. Why, you insane? You can't have that because he would injure too many people. And then Frank Gore. You see the way Frank Gore was running. Remember, you can't be a running back and have your head and go down you can't do that. All three of these guys would have been kicked out the league. They couldn't play like that. But the league makes money off of their films and off of stuff that they used to do. But they telling these players nowadays you can't do the things that the people they looked up to, the players now look up to these guys. They tell them players you can't do what they did. You got look at Patrick Mahomes or whatever he paid the referees. He made sure, do not touch me. Now, he didn't. Now after that Super Bowl, the referees, I guess that check didn't cash, so Mahomes got his ass shellacked. But we seen, during his Super Bowl cheats or runs, whatever it was, he was able to you couldn't touch him. Or you got to remember, Mahomes was the person who threw the most touchdowns and that were overturned. See, so you couldn't have a ball hawk. And now, times have changed. So these guys were some hitters, some Niner hitters, all good Niner hitters. Man, and they was at the game. Man, against We just played against Atlanta. So let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. I know y'all got some type of stories about one of these cats. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.